Welcome back to the Two-Man Game Podcast.
Hell no. You do that. Come on.
You don't like that?
No, I didn't like that. No.
I don't want to be the same thing every time. Welcome back to the Two-Man Game Podcast.
Yeah. Took the whole team to the promised land. Rest in peace to my father, man. Wish you could have seen the plan.
Welcome back to the Two-Man Game Podcast, everybody. This is episode 3. I'm your host, Dante. Of course, this is KC. And KC, again, like always, take us what we're going through today.
Yeah, so today we're going to dive into just a little recap of what's going on in baseball. World Series starting up today, so that should be some good baseball. Then we're going to dive into some football talk. Tom Brady just broke another record. So
600.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Dude's a fucking freak.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we're going to talk about some NBA. Week 1 of the NBA just went down.
Yeah.
There's a nice little list that Bleacher Report dropped with the top 24 players. So we'll take a look at their top 10. 24 is quite a bit. And then we'll also talk about our top 5 duos in the league right now.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
We got some good ones. And then we'll finish up with our top 5 teams in the league after week 1. It's only in a couple games, but still see what we think about that. And then for this upcoming week, talk about some games we're excited about. Just good basketball, and we love basketball, so that's something I'm looking forward to. So getting into some World Series, we got the Braves and the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this right now. I doubted the Braves. So if there's any Braves fans watching this, I'm sorry. I doubted y'all. I
doubted them too.
I didn't have them being the Brewers or the Dodgers. So now going up against the Astros, who have been playing some real good baseball, it should be a good series. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely be tuned into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, facts. Nobody expected the Astros or Braves to be here. You know, I didn't like you said, I didn't expect them to get past the Brewers.
Yeah.
Or, the next team after that, the Dodgers. So they're doing their thing, and hopefully they get one. They haven't been there in a while. So,
yeah, it should be a good series. Like
it should.
Like the Astros, they've been putting runs up. They beat 2 good teams. So have the Braves. So it should be a good series for sure.
Yeah, the Astros definitely, they played to their strengths, man. Offense, that's what they've been known for.
Yeah, the offense is crazy. Yeah. We'll see if they can prove the haters wrong. After that cheating scandal.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll kind of be like a good fuck you to everyone who was hating on them. So,
exactly. Especially Altuve, man. Everybody hates on Altuve.
Yeah, I know. Dude's a freak. Who do you got in the series?
I've been wrong all playoffs, but I got Astros in 6.
I got the Astros too, and I like that in 6.
Yeah,
their pitching isn't as good, but their offense is just like crazy.
Right.
So
and it's a few key players that I think if the Braves play well, I think if Freddie Freeman can get going, as well as Max Fried, if he can keep when he starts keep the Astros off the board, I think they'll be all right. But I just think they have too much offense. The Astros have too much offense. Up there, 1 through 8, because they're gonna be playing in the NL Park, so the pitch will be 9. But 1 through 8, they're pretty solid, and for them, I think it's the middle infield, Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve. If they can get going, they'll be solid. So
it'll be cool to see what they do with Alvarez. He's usually their DH, so probably put him in the outfield. They'll reduce their lineup a little bit. They're stacked, but it'll be cool. I saw this funny thing about Dusty Baker. He started his career playing in Atlanta, and now he's ending his career
in Houston. In Houston.
But going against his former team. So
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So that's something kind of cool.
That's a comes full circle kind of moment.
So good for Dusty Baker. I definitely fuck with Dusty Baker.
Yeah, definitely.
Coach.
Definitely.
All right, so getting into some football.
Hey, do me a favor. Let me see your shirt real quick.
I'm always representing, bro. Yeah.
Hey, If y'all didn't see it, don't go and rewatch it. I would say go and look at that 600 touchdown. We'll get into that in a second. But other than that, that game was horrendous on all levels from the Bears, man. 38-3. What's going on here, man?
Yeah, Dante was over at my house during that time, and
yeah,
he was bitching about me turning off the game. But
I told him to put it off at halftime.
Yeah, it was. I probably should have, bro.
Facts.
But the dope thing in that game was the 600 touchdown, which no one has done. So hats off to Tom Brady for breaking another record, which is. It seems like every year he's doing something.
That's the GOAT, man.
Yeah,
that's the GOAT. Yeah.
But the talk about that touchdown was that ball.
Right.
So I know you got it written down, all this stuff.
Yeah. So for those who not in the loop or whatever, so Tom Brady threw a 600 touchdown pass. Nobody's even close to that mark. I believe the next person is like 580 or 570. I think that's Drew Brees. And he obviously just retired last season or coming into this season. So yeah, he threw a 600 touchdown pass, which is crazy. He's the GOAT. And a lot of people were slandering the fan who ended up getting that ball. He obviously returned it because that's part of history. But in exchange for that, he got, I believe it was a Bitcoin.
Which is dope. That's
dope. Exactly.
Well, he wasn't going to get that at first. It wasn't Bitcoin, but they added it, which is
exactly dope. Right. Tom Brady, out of the kindness of his heart, was like, I'll add that on. Yeah. But he ended up getting season tickets for 2 years, which I think is actually great because
that's cool.
Right. So in 2 years, Tom Brady, I think he'll be gone. I think he'll play this year, probably end up the next season, and then.
I wouldn't speak on it too soon, though.
I know. He could play till he's 50, honestly, the way he's going. But I think, once he's gone, the Buccaneers will be back to, their old reputation. Their nickname is the Succaneers, because they're not too good. But so season tickets for 2 years, which is amazing. He got 2 signed jerseys from Brady and then also a helmet. And then he also got 2, or I believe maybe it was 1 signed jersey from Mike Evans, who gave him the actual football. So I think it was a great deal. Bitcoin would be crazy in a couple of years, like 5 to 10 years from now. He could sell that, and he'll be solid. He can sell those season tickets if he wants to too. So, he came up regardless, man.
I don't know, man. I think he did get a lot, which is really cool because he was gifted that ball, or like he was handed the ball. So it was something that kind of just was blessed upon him. So all that and like all that bundle that's a great blessing.
Right.
But I'm sure that ball in like a couple of years is going to be worth like at least 6 figures, maybe even like some millions, possibly. Right. I don't know how like the memorabilia and stuff like that, how much everything costs, but I know it's going to be worth some money.
Yeah, it'll be worth a lot. So
he got a good deal, but I know a lot of people are like, I would have left. Right, I don't know, like I can't speak on it because it's like the heat of the moment, but like, yeah, man, I don't know about that deal.
You don't know? I don't know, man. Like I look at it this way: he came in there with nothing and left with
which is dope. Like
it's the overall profit, which he probably could have got more, probably could have, if he was smart, debated and got more. But I think in the moment he was just sort of just caught up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely. And there's some other good games though this weekend. The Bengals went into Baltimore, beat the Ravens, and they put a good beat down.
Yeah, they put a whooping on them. Yeah,
we were watching that game.
Yeah.
What's his name? Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Joe Burrow is the truth.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is the truth.
I kind of doubted him I guess coming in this year, I had my doubts about him, but he's proven me wrong right now. So good for him. It seems like I'm getting wrong a lot lately.
Yeah. Hey, young quarterbacks, man, they just need a little time, man. That's it. I was just on the nervous side with him because he just came off a knee injury.
Yeah.
So
for him even playing this year is like
Right.
really that's crazy. He
Right.
recovered really quick, but
Mhm.
that was a good win for them. They're on top of the AFC North right now, which
Yeah,
is
they
one of
they
the
proved that they legit. They proved that
yeah,
they legit for
no,
sure.
no, definitely. And then the Titans also back to back good wins with beating
Mhm.
Buffalo and the Chiefs. I guess the Chiefs aren't really as good as they're not playing great right now, but still
Oh
to beat
man.
the Chiefs is a good win. So the
Right.
Titans, like I had high expectations for the Titans this year. The
Right. And
offense
that
is really
was
good.
that was one of my disappointments coming into, I believe it was week 4 before they got hot.
Yeah.
They weren't playing really great. And then they were hurt too. Julio Jones wasn't on the field, and AJ Brown wasn't playing either. So they had some big injuries. But now that they're getting healthy, they should run that division now.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, it's they definitely look really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they keep building off that.
Yeah, exactly.
And this week we have a great matchup with Cardinals, who are still undefeated. They've been killing, and the Packers, who haven't lost since week 1.
Right.
What are your first initial thoughts on that game coming up?
Well, initial thoughts is Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
So it's a middle of the week game, or so the COVID issue is really going to hurt them, and then also the Cardinals getting Chandler Jones back.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing luxury to get one of your best defenders back for this game, while they're losing one of their big offensive pieces.
Yeah.
And but I mean, so the Packers are 6-0 without Devontae Adams in the last 6 times.
I saw that stat today.
Yeah, so I mean, I would never not bet on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So, but I do think the Cardinals go to, what is it, 8-0? I do think they win this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I lean the Cardinals as well. I think they're, as an overall team, they're more well rounded.
Right.
So I think it would be a banger though. Those Thursday night games, they're usually not the best, but like those two teams are the hottest teams damn near right now.
Exactly.
So,
it should be good. It should be really good.
No, that's gonna be dope. So speaking of disappointments, so far, who would you say is your most disappointing team
in the NFL? It's obvious, the Chiefs. I mean, you look at the last 3 years what they've done, and then they come in this year, they're ranked last on defense in like 5 or 6 of the major categories.
Yeah.
And that's just not going to happen. And then on top of that, with your defense playing as bad as they are, their turnover differential is really bad as well. And they lead the league in turnovers. And that's unheard of for Pat Mahomes, you know what I mean? So I would say definitely the Chiefs are my disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not wrong with that one. If we looked at the schedule, or we're going into week 8 and saw that the Chiefs were last in their division,
exactly,
would have told you, bro, shut the fuck up, So that's definitely one. I agree with that, but I got the Dolphins low key. I had high expectations for them. Yeah. I know Tua got hurt and he missed a couple games, but like they lost the nail biter last week. That's gonna happen. But I thought off last year, they were really good last year. Yeah. I thought they were gonna be a lot better. I thought they would be up there in the AFC East. So just to see them struggling like this, it's
definitely a disappointment when you win 10 games the year before. You win 10 games the year before. You high hopes for Tua. You get rid of Fitzpatrick, ship him away, and then you're 1-6. So
it's been rough. So
rough.
If you're listening to this, I'm sorry, my dude.
Yeah, Dolphins fans, hey. Only thing looking up for them right now is Deshaun Watson. If they get Deshaun Watson,
but
next year.
I don't even know if he'll be able to play with all that stuff going on.
Exactly. That's a tough situation. So.
So,
not looking good for the Dolphins right now, or the Chiefs, man, for that matter.
Yeah, we'll see. There's still about half a season to go, so we'll see if they can pick it up for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But getting it into some NBA talk.
Some NBA talk, man. So yeah, we know Bleacher Report came out with a top 24 list under the age of 24, which is always good to see because you know the future is bright when you see these guys on the list. But we're only going to go through the top 10 right now. So I personally didn't have any issues with the top 10. I know you did. You said you mix it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go down the list and then you tell me what you like and don't like. All right.
Yeah.
So number one, we got Luka Doncic. I don't think. Wow. No issues with that. Okay.
I have no issues with
no
that.
issues with that, right? 27 a game last year. We know what he could do. If him and Kristaps can get going, man, I think they can be a dangerous team. They can be.
Yeah, I mean, Luka though, he could be the best player on the floor any given night.
Any given night, yep.
And most nights he's going to be the best player, and he's so young. So, at number one, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all.
All right, say less. Number two, we got Jason Tatum.
I'm all right.
You cool with that? All right.
Jason Tatum's a dog. I like that one. He's
so far 2 for 2.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, so I mean Tatum averaged 26 last year, 7 boards, and then 4.3 assists. So
and he just had 41 yesterday. So.
Just had 41. He did.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 3, we got New York's favorite, Trae Young.
I have him number 3 as well. I'm
number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been proving a lot of people wrong.
Right.
People were hating on him crazy with that Luka and Trae Young draft night swap. So I'm not mad. He's a beast. Just don't give him.
So you heard it here first. Casey's 3 for 3 right now. All right. Coming in at number 4, we got the league leader this year in points at 35 a game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, I love it. I know last year a lot of people had Zion over Ja, but right now I think, and this list is based on past and future production.
And then
and there's no rookies on it, so Zion's been hurt.
Right.
This
he can't stay under 300 pounds. What's going on? New Orleans food getting to him.
Eating too much gumbo or something. I don't know.
He's going crazy.
But I like
that's okay.
Like where that's at. Yeah.
Okay. And so at number 5, speaking of, they got Zion here.
Yeah, that's why I brought him up. But
it's just again with him is health, man.
Yeah,
health, and at this point, health and like weight. He got to stay. He's gonna have to stay slim.
Yeah,
man.
But what he did last year, like when he's playing, he's like, he's like a top 20 player.
And that's one of the guys where he could be 1 or 2 on the list if he's healthy. To me.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Right. So he took a bit of a hit because he, can't stop eating. Zion, you're gonna have to relax.
Hopefully he can stay healthy coming in, and I'll move him up to damn near 2 or 3 if he can stay healthy and he stays on the course what he was doing last year. If he keeps going off last year, that's I love it. So
number 6, we got on their list De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I got number 6 as well.
Oh, all right. So he's 6 for 6.
It was like the later half where I switched it up a little.
Okay. But yeah, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, his stats for last year, 25, 7, and 3, 1.5 steals, so obviously we know he's quick as I don't know what.
Yeah.
Him and Davion, man. We were talking about Davion a lot this weekend.
Yeah, we'll get into Davion later.
Yeah, we'll get into him, man. I love him already.
Yeah.
I got a bold prediction for him too, by the way.
Yeah.
So number 7, I'm thinking this is where your list doesn't match up with theirs. So at number 7, they have LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, I had him there, but then I crossed it out because I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
which I can't. I can't disagree with that.
He's smooth. His game is one of the smoothest games in the league to me.
Yeah.
I know the Thunder don't get much attention, but even when he was a rookie in LA, and then when he got traded to the Thunder, he's just every year has gone better. Yeah. And I know last year he averaged like 23 around maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
over
it was 23. He averaged 6 assists and 4 boards.
Yeah, which is good numbers. And the Thunder aren't the best team right now, so he's not playing with the best talent. They got some solid players though, but overall talent-wise, they're not the best. So, but he does his thing over there. Yeah. So that's why.
My biggest stat with Shea is he shot 41% from 3 last year.
Yeah.
That's like wow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. I don't know. You wouldn't expect that. He's more of like a slashing type player, playmaker. Yeah. But shooting 41, I saw that. I jumped out at me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no, that's fucking the best shooters in the league are like shooting like that. Right. He's probably not taking as many threes as these other guys. True. The volume's not as heavy, but he's taking good shots. If you're him, so
the production is there.
And so I got Shea at 7. I think
Shea at 7.
I think as they keep building around him, he will just keep getting better. And already he's been looking pretty good so far this season. So
he's solid, definitely solid. So at number 8 they have DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
So what do you think on that?
I got LaMelo Ball here.
LaMelo, okay.
Yeah, this year he looks really under control. Yeah. And what Ayton did last year was really, really impressive as like their third option, kind of just send good screens, rebounding the ball, doing all the little things, but still being productive. And like, I know he didn't get the contract extension.
Exactly.
Which
he'll get his money at the end of the year somewhere.
He's gonna get paid somewhere. But like for Phoenix to like not even want to pay him is kind of like, hey, like, what is there something wrong with it? But there's nothing wrong with him. I don't know his ceiling is going to be. Maybe 20 points a game, 20 and 10, which is great. 20 and 10, which is great. But I like LaMelo Ball at that spot. He's averaging like 22 right now. Yeah. So he's been balling out
and shooting the ball really well too.
Yeah, shooting the ball really well and making plays. So I like someone who can make plays, I guess. I don't know. I like him at 8. Yeah. A guy who can create for himself and others a lot better.
I think it was very insulting though for the Suns to sign Landry Shamet to what was it? It was an extension. Before, I mean, obviously, before they got to him, but I mean, he was asking for 5 years, something like that. So I guess they're not thinking. Yeah,
I think if he balls out this year and like improves his game, I wouldn't be mad at him being at 8. But personally, I got LaMelo at 8.
Yeah. So Bleacher Report has DeAndre Ayton at 8. Number 9 is a guy I really like, and that's Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. I really like Michael Porter Jr. too.
What's that smile for?
I got Anthony Edwards here.
Man, you can't look. I was watching them against New Orleans. They just lost, but I was watching them against New Orleans. And he had 21 in the third quarter. And it just looked like so under control, like doing his thing.
All year last year, he just got better as the year went on. Yeah. So I expect him to just keep going up. It seems like he's really getting a good feel for the NBA game and stuff like that right now. And he was about maybe a little under 20 points last game. So hovering around 20 points. And Michael Porter Jr., he's around the same. I know Michael Porter Jr. is more efficient. Yeah. And efficiency matters for sure.
Yeah, he shot 44% from 3 last year.
Yeah. which is crazy. I may be contradicting myself right now. But he's crazy. But I like Anthony Edwards' upside more. I feel like he could be a real deal number 1 option. He's like even asserted himself like low-key is the number 1 option for Minnesota right now. Like even though Karl Anthony Towns is their guy, but I think you can build around Anthony Edwards. So I got him at 9.
It's looking bright in Minnesota, man. It's looking bright. No, we both got him in our play-in this year, so hopefully they make us look good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, Michael Porter at 9. Then they, you had Shea at 7. They got Shea at 10. So
I got Michael Porter Jr. at 10.
Michael Porter, okay.
Yeah, I like what he's like a 6'10", 6'11" small forward who shoots the shit out of the ball. I just would like to see him be able to make plays for off the dribble a little bit more. You have Jokic who's going to create offense and do all that, but it seems like he's just not settled into the 3-point shooter role only, but like he shoots a lot of like a majority of threes, but his shooting percentage is fucking nice. So
44. You can't argue with it, bro.
I can't tell him to stop shooting. But I think once he turns the corner with making plays for himself and others, like off the dribble, you could even put him a little bit higher because the guy 6'10", 6'11" with a handle, shooting the shit out of the ball, like that's a great upside.
Yeah, 6'11", man.
That's
crazy.
No, exactly. So, and he moves like a fucking gazelle. So it's he has a lot of upside, but I just the guys ahead of him, I just think it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, no, it's a good list, but like I said, I love these lists though. When you talk about guys this age, because once the guys we grew up on or been accustomed to are gone, like the LeBrons, Currys, and KD's 33. It's crazy to think about that, So,
I know.
But these guys. Hey, another thing, I think a lot of these guys on this list can replace or have the similar games to those greats. So like LeBron and Luka, you know what I mean? Like the similarities. Michael Porter and KD, 6'10", 6'11", can shoot over anybody, So the league's in good hands, man.
Yeah, no, the league's in great hands for sure, bro.
For sure.
I can't wait to see how their careers end up playing out.
Yes, sir.
So going from that top list, want to get into our top 5 duos in the league, right?
Top 5 duos. Okay, so if you know us and you know how we get down around here, with lists like these, we're going to alternate. So starting, you know what? You start this time, all right? I started last time with the standing, so you start this time at number 5. Who's your number 5 duo in the league?
I got Tatum and Brown at number 5.
Okay.
They're both 25-point scorers, could be the best players on the court at any time, and they both dogs, man. Like I saw this stat today where they're, I think 1 in 5 people or duos to both score 40 in their first 5 games or something like that.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So any night one of them could go off. They're both really good defensively too. So I really like that duo. So I got them at 5.
That's a fact. Number 5, I got Giannis and Chris Middleton. We know what they can do. We saw it all playoffs. And it's one of the rare things where the superstar on the team is not your closer per se sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, Chris can do his thing. He can go off for 40, and then he could also hit that last shot to end the game. So I got the Bucks duo here at number 5.
Yeah, I got the Bucks at 4. Or not the Bucks. I'm sorry.
Right. The duo.
Giannis and Middleton at 4. Giannis, a top 3, 4 player. Dude's a monster. Everyone knows what Giannis could do. Middleton is a great side pick, a guy who's going to be able to close games for you. Which all these guys are going to be able to do that. But Middleton, his game is just so smooth too. He struggles sometimes, but then he'll come back, bounce back, and go crazy. So I really like Middleton. His game is really, really good to me. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, I got him at 4.
At 4, so we flip-flop. I got Tatum and Brown at 4. So a lot of people got on me about, because I made a top 20 ranking and I had Brown at number 20. And I just think his skill set, the way he's improved, it sort of reminds me of, if you don't know, I'm a Washington Wizards fan, so go Wizards. But it sort of reminds me of how Bradley Beal progressed in his career. So when he got drafted in 12, he was more of just a spot up, one dribble type of player. And that's how Jaylen Brown was to me when he got into the league. I think it was 16 or 17.
He was like a slasher too, though.
Yeah, he can get to the rim, but like his handle now to me is just
it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then we all saw him dunk on Miles Bridges. You know what he could do around the rim too. So so I got them at number 4.
Yeah, no, his game's crazy. I like you could definitely I think swap those ones. Like, but I'm not mad at that. That's a hell of a duo. So all right, so this may be a little random.
Don't say nothing crazy. Don't do that.
No. So as my third best duo in the league, I got Steph and Draymond.
Okay.
Because Klay's not healthy right now.
I understand.
So we all know what Steph Curry gonna do.
Oh, of course.
Gonna hit threes, make plays for others, run around circles around.
Hey,
everybody.
unlike any superstar ever, the way he can play off ball and just runs around the court. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But where I go with Draymond is his playmaking and his chemistry with Steph Curry. And how he's the dribble handoffs, he's sending those good ass screens.
Right.
Like people like to hate on Draymond. He's obviously not offensively nearly as good as our list. Like,
but
those
list. People that hate on Draymond, we like to call them what?
Casuals.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, anyone who's gonna get 15 and 10, rebounds and assists on a night. Right. And he send up Steph Curry like how he does. If you're gonna get the best shooter on the planet open, that's a hell of a duo. I know he doesn't match up offensively, numbers wise with any of these dudes, but playmaking and setting plays up and IQ wise and IQ with his partner, his duo. I think that's why I got it there. I know it may be a little wild, but
I can't hate on that. I can't. So my third duo is Steph and Klay.
Yeah.
Which is tough because he obviously missed 2 seasons. But I think more of me, it was just more of like knowing what they were capable of when they played together and hoping that Klay gets back to what he was.
Yeah.
Because 2 years, man, that's a long time. 2 major injuries too. It wasn't like nagging injuries or nothing like that, but I got Steph and Klay at number 3. We all know what they could do. Best shooting backcourt ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully we get to see some good shit from them this year.
Yeah, hopefully. All
right. So number 2, I got KD and Harden. Okay. So offensively, they got to be the best offensive duo in the league right now. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not right now, but overall history but like of what they bring.
Right. What they bring to the table. Hey,
because right now Harden hasn't been very good.
Right.
Like his normal self, but KD is, the best scorer in the league right now, and Harden's one of the best playmakers in the league. So that together, he's KD's gonna get buckets, Harden's gonna get buckets, but also set up his teammates and stuff like that. So it's a good mesh together.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah. So
I
got it.
Got you. Number 2, I got Bron and AD.
Okay.
So I mean, we know what they are. This is LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but I think they can be one. And in 2020, when they won the championship, they were the best duo.
Yeah.
But it's gonna depend on health because LeBron right now is still nursing that ankle. I mean, they said it wasn't nothing crazy, but they are old. That's why I don't have number 1 because Bron is 37 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think if they could cruise through the regular season, get Westbrook involved, I think the playoffs they'll be back at it. So I got them in number 2.
All right. So number 1, I got AD and LeBron.
Okay.
So kind of like with the Harden and KD, how I said offensively they could do it all. That's basically the AD and Braun, but they bring a little defensive edge with it.
Yeah, right.
Because AD is one of the better defensive players in the league. I mean, Kevin Durant isn't a slouch at defense.
Nah, you can't be when you 6'11", 7 feet. You
Yeah.
guys long, you know.
But I think the AD Braun duo is just fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a great pairing. Like
Yeah.
LeBron has had some like good running mates for sure, but like the AD fit with him is just good. AD hasn't really been great so far. They got a new team, so they're all getting adjusted to that. But I like AD and Braun though. They're just the fit together is just I really like it.
Yep. And then at number 1, I got Jalen Green and
Kevin Porter Jr.
You're right. Yeah. Exactly. That's my best trio in the league. But no, I mean obviously KD and Harden, like you said, reiterate what you said. We know what they could do offensively. To me, the 2 best one-on-one players in the league, you know, and with Harden, he could go for 10 assists any given night too, because he's, you know, he's been unselfish for playing for Brooklyn, you know. So if they get going, if Harden gets going, more specifically, if Harden gets going, I think they'll run away with it.
So after the first week of the NBA, what are some of the things that popped out to you?
Man, first thing is the Golden State Warriors. They, you know, they swept the Cali teams. You know, they went to LA first game of the season. Everybody's watching that. They beat them. And then Steph has one of them games, the second game, like we all know he could do against the Clippers. And then I think it was a good team win against Sacramento. Everybody played well. So once they get Clay back, and if he could just be 90% of what he was, not even that 80% of what he was, because I know he might lose a step defensively, obviously with him. But if he could be the same shooter, you know he's gonna shoot 40%.
Yeah. I agree. Their start, it was some good games. I was tapped into all those games, and they remind me of the 2015 team somewhat.
Right.
Obviously minus Clay for right now, but just their bench is just solid, bro.
Mm-hmm. Like, Jordan Poole, I mean, well, he's been starting, but Jordan Poole has been great too, man.
He's been really good, but like just their mesh of like young players and veteran players is just like it fit really. It's been fitting really good for their team, and bro. They've been playing good basketball. They, you know, the Kings. It was a good game when they played them. You know, they're not cakewalk or nothing like that. And then the Clippers solid and the Lakers solid. So I agree. That definitely looking forward to the game tonight. Can't wait.
I mean, and even GP, man, that was like their 14, 15 guy. He was coming in. Too.
I was hyped on that. Like they just their whole team's been playing solid. So it's early. I hope they can keep it up.
Yeah, hopefully.
We tapped it. So, but the Lakers slow start. I know I'm not gonna overreact too much over it.
Right.
Over it. 1 and 2, but Melo, that was dope. Melo going off against the Grizzlies, man.
Vintage Melo, man.
Yeah, it's dope to see, just because so many people like labeled him as, you know, not even being able to be on a team in the league.
They disrespected
him. Like come on, bro.
There's no way he should have been out of the league for a year and a half.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like he definitely could have helped a playoff team or a playoff contention team to make some shots. So to see him keep going off, or not keep going off, but having that good game and hopefully seeing him keep building with the Lakers, that'll be cool. The Russ, AD, and Braun fit hasn't been very pretty yet.
No,
but I think it's only 3 games. I think I'll start kind of judging it once we get like 20, 25 games.
Exactly.
It usually takes LeBron. I feel like every time he gets like new teammates, stuff like that, like, or at least a big name teammate, it takes him a while to mesh together and stuff like that. So it was not shocking, but surprised. Yeah, I guess a little
Yeah.
shocking.
A little shocking, yeah. They with the Lakers, I think once they get some of the young guys back, so they're like Nunn, THT.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne Ellington's not a young buck, but once they get him back too, I think they'll be really good because right now, I mean, they're shooting the ball really well for a team that, I mean, Bron is shooting crazy right now. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I think I'm pretty sure that they lead the league in 3-point percentage right now. So that right in itself tells you right now that that's what they went out and did and wanted to do, and they're doing it right now. So,
yeah.
But they'll be all right, just like the Nets. They'll be all right.
Yeah, I know. After this first week, man, one of my new favorite players, Davion Mitchell from the Kings, bro. That dude is a fucking menace, bro. A menace. Like he for sure wakes up, puts on his black Air Force Ones every fucking day. Yeah. Because what he was doing, bro, this past weekend was defensively was fucking crazy.
And then he came on offensively against the Warriors and had a really good game. But I mean, Steph showed him, welcome to the league type thing.
Yeah. No, but again, think about coming into the league, bro. In your first games against Damian Lillard, you guard him fucking amazingly.
Yeah.
He's missing a bunch of shots. You're doing your thing, like defensively wise. And then the next game, you guard Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
And stripping his ass.
Look, got him in hell the whole fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell was in hell. Like,
yeah. Quick story about this game. We were watching this game, and every time someone was being guarded by Davion Mitchell, I was yelling at the TD, telling them to pass the fucking route. Bro, I mean, it was.
It just seemed like every time somebody put the ball on the floor, it's like, oh, that's me.
It was him. He was getting his hands on anything. Fuck, dude, it was crazy. The intensity was definitely because I had some money on the game, but yeah, that was impressive. And then
so my hot take, like I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah,
he will win a Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
he will. I'm not gonna say it's this year.
Yeah,
he's right now. I would say he's like top 3 candidate. The way he, locked up Donovan and Dame, like two of the premier scorers in the league. You hold them to 25% shooting combined. Like it's
Nah, he was on one for sure. I think right now he may be even in discussion for all team first defense, bro.
Yeah,
I mean it's early as shit, but like I mean first impressions of him, I'm fucking impressed as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So that was definitely cool. Shout out to Davion Mitchell because he's a fucking menace. The Nets, they struggled a little bit.
They have been.
Yeah, they defensively haven't been too great. James Harden, I think I don't know if he's struggling with these new rules. He just hasn't been getting no calls.
Right. And
what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I don't want to say the rule is. I don't want to say it. I mean, it's definitely working.
Yeah.
For for those cheap fouls, the lean-ins, the pump fake, lead into my defender type thing. It's definitely working. And we all know that's what James Harden was known for. Like that crazy stretch in Houston where he's averaging like 12 free throws a game. And to go down to 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I like it. It gets a flow going in the game. You're not stopping all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to paint Steph Curry to be that type of guy too, but I mean, what is he doing? He's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then Trae Young as well.
Took advantage of it, so.
Right, and then Trae Young as well. The back end type thing when he got you on his back. Like, I mean, he's still doing this thing too. So,
yeah.
I mean, I like to see it. I just think Harden got to get going. We know he has a history with like weight and out of shape. So we'll see how he does.
Speaking of the Nets, man, Patty Mills, he started off the year like might have been like 11 for 11 from 3, something crazy like that.
That's the steal of the free agency right now.
Yeah,
That's definitely the steal.
Yeah, no, he looks like it. He's been huge for the Nets. Like, nice little offensive punch off the bench for sure.
Yeah, he just went 5 for 9 against my Wizards. I cut the game off after the third quarter. We couldn't get nothing going, but it was bad.
Well, speaking of the Wizards, I was gonna say that how big their pickups have been for them though. After like the first week, like Kuzma's been playing good basketball, Spencer Dinwiddie's been good, and Montrezl Harrell has been really good.
Great. Montrezl great.
Yeah. So those, I don't know if you want to get into that. That's your team,
well,
so.
I mean, I talked about it before the season started a little bit about how they were going to have 3 to 4 guys implemented into the offense like now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and they're playing really well. I like how KCP is playing. Like, he's one of those, 3-and-D guys. Like last night, he came out and hit he had our first 8 points, so, Kuzma's been playing really well. Everybody was on his back, but I think now being in a lower, how you want to put it?
Pressure
situation. Like a lower pressure situation.
Championship,
right.
It's not championship or bust.
Exactly. And it just allows them to play more cool and stuff like that. So and then Bradley doesn't have to go off of 30 for every night. So, but I mean they played bad last night, but it's all good.
Yeah, but just after seeing their start, all their new guys, just their stats popped out to me. It seems like they've been playing pretty good. So that's definitely dope to see. With the Bulls, I know they were a hot topic coming into this year. What do you think about them so far? It's only been 4 games for them.
Yeah, I mean 4-0. You play who's in front of you. Their schedule has been weak, but they beat Detroit twice, who doesn't even have Cade Cunningham. I'm not saying Cade would have won in that game, but they're not, healthy. And then Toronto, who's missing Siakam, and New Orleans. But I just wanted to bring up their next 10 opponents because it's gonna be a gauntlet. I'm telling you. So they play the Knicks at home. Then Utah comes to Chicago. Then they're at Boston, at Philly. Okay. Then they're Philly at home. Then the Nets come to Chicago. Then they're against the Mavericks. And then they go out west at the Warriors, at the Clippers, and then at the Lakers.
I know. Who the fuck made that schedule,
right,
bro?
Somebody didn't want Chicago to win.
Those are all playoff teams from last year, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that 10-game stretch is ridiculous. That's why I was like, ain't no way, but it'll be a test, man. We'll see how they do.
That's gonna be their test right there.
Yeah, that'll be early season test. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
So what if you're the Bulls, you go 6-4 in that span? Would you call that a success?
Oh, that's 5-5. You go 500. That's great. You want to do that, but I mean, I don't know. Dude. I don't know. Because I don't even know how many of those are back-to-backs too. Yeah, so I mean.
That sounds like hell.
It's bad.
I can't wait to watch though. Can't wait to see what they do. It'll kind of see where they are compared to all these playoff teams for sure.
It'll be
God damn, that sounds rough though.
Yeah.
So getting into the teams wise, who are your top? Let's look at our top 5 teams.
Top 5s from
after 1 week.
Okay. So you want to start?
Yeah. So of course we'll go down from 5 to 1. So speaking of the Bulls, I got them at 5.
Bulls at 5.
Yeah. So a 4-0 start, like you said, you only play who's in front of you. The 3 teams they played against, they got a combined record of 2-9 so far. So they haven't played nobody, but they look pretty solid though.
Yeah, no, it's good to see them playing well together.
Lonzo and Caruso have been causing havoc on defense.
Caruso leads the league in steals, by the way.
I saw that today.
Yeah.
Lonzo's been shooting the shit out of the ball. Zach LaVine's going to do his thing. DeMar's going to do his thing. So far they look good, and I can't wait for that 10-game stretch.
Yeah, that 10-game stretch. I'm going to keep track of their record through the 10 games. We'll see how they do.
So we definitely will.
But no, at number 5, okay, so this might sound a little crazy. It might, but I like to give love to those lower market teams, and I got the Memphis Grizzlies at number 5. Okay, now they're 2-1 through 3 games. They beat Cleveland, which is whatever, and then they go to LA, and then they split with the LA teams. But even in that game, well, Ja Morant's been the story of the year. So he's averaging 35. And that's part of the reason why I put them up there. And I mean, they are free throw away from going to overtime with the Lakers. So and he had 40 and 10 that game. So
no, he went crazy that game.
Yeah, he was going sick.
He's definitely turned the corner into like one of those you gotta watch him every night. He's been balling out.
Mm-hmm.
So at number 4, I got the Heat right now.
Miami.
They're 2-1. Yeah. They're 2-1 right now. When like their full team is together, they look pretty good. Mm-hmm. They beat up on the Bucks. I know the Bucks were banged up. They didn't have Lopez or Drew Holiday, but still beating Giannis and Middleton. That's
it's solid.
Yeah,
it's solid.
No, that's a good win.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to be real dangerous. So right now, I got the Heat at 4. I like what they've been doing.
Yeah, I was looking at Miami, but I factored in, like you said, they beat a Bucks team that was wavering a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got Milwaukee here at number 4. So they're 3-1 through 4. They beat Brooklyn, and then the other 2 games at San Antonio and at Indy, which winning on the road is never easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then like you said, well, like we both said, they've both been hurt, or they've been hurt. You know, so I got the defending champs here at number 4.
Yeah. I all right. I'm not mad at it.
Sound like you are.
All right. So at number 3, I got the Warriors.
Okay.
Like we discussed it earlier, the Cali Sweep. They've been playing really good basketball right now. I know they got some winnable games like early in the year, so I expect them to keep building good chemistry and keep playing good basketball. So I got them at 3 right now.
Yeah, they got OKC tonight, so they should move to 4-0. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah. Number 3, I got the Chicago Bulls. I mean, I know. I'm a hypocrite. I know. I just said they didn't play nobody.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we said, you play who's in front of you.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've been looking really good. Zach LaVine is looking like he's still Zach LaVine, which obviously we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
He's shooting 44% from 3. It's kind of crazy.
Just past Michael Jordan for like 4th most threes in franchise history. So good for him.
So we'll see if they can stay on here after week 2 and 3 with their gauntlet. So.
Yeah. All right. So number 2, I got the Bucks.
Okay.
They looked really good against the Nets. It was the first game of the year, but it looked like they had something to prove, and they're still going to be there. Like, you got Giannis. That dude's like one of the most hardworking guys in the league. Like he's all about just getting it done. So I like where they're at right now. Even with a couple injuries, they've still been managing the fort. So they just look good. They're the defending champs. So I like that too.
Number 2 is might be a weird pick, but I don't think so. It's the Charlotte Hornets. Now, I like them because Miles Bridges is doing his thing.
It's been killing,
right? And this is all without Terry Rozier, without Terry Rozier. They're 2-1.
He played like 1 game with him.
Yeah, right. Played 1 game, but 2-1. Went to Brooklyn, beat them, and then beat Indiana. Seems like everybody beating Indiana, but so I got Charlotte at 2.
Yeah, it's kind of bold.
It's just the first week. It's just the first week.
Yeah. I mean, they've been playing good ass basketball though. I'm not gonna lie, they've been playing good basketball. But 2 as well. Number 1, I got the Jazz. They playing good basketball, man. They haven't really played nobody
yet. Do you see who they played? Do you see who they played?
Yes.
Are you serious? And they only played 2 games at this point where we talk. They've only played 2 games.
It's all right. Last year they had the best record in the league, or in the league.
They did.
And they got the same core. They've only played 2 games. I can't get mad at who they play. I think just overall team wise, they got a really good team. I like their whole core and who they got going with them. So they play Denver tonight. That'll be a good matchup for them. Yeah. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But for right now, I got them at 1.
Man. Yeah, you talk shit about mine. I have to say something back, And so number 1, I got the Golden State Warriors. So we said it 3-0 at the Lakers, beat the Clippers, and then at Sacramento. I mean, Curry's doing his thing. They look good. It's without a couple pieces too. Wiseman's not playing. We all know about Clay. So I like the Warriors here, number 1 after the first week.
Yeah, I want you guys to comment whose list is better.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know whose list is better.
I want to hear what y'all thinking about this list. God damn.
Let us know.
So looking forward to moving forward to this week. There's some good games on. So I wanted to go through and see what your thoughts are about these games and whatnot. These are the games that popped out to me at least. So I want to see what you think about it. So tonight, October the 26th, we got Lakers at the Spurs, and possibly no LeBron. And so it's a chance to see the new guys all get, adjusted to seeing how it goes without LeBron. Those LeBron minutes or non-LeBron minutes when he's not on the court are really important for any LeBron, whatever team he's on. Yeah. So, and that's something that's always looked at. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I don't know. Right. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, same thing, man. Like we know the net rating when he's on and off the floor is just not good, So they rely on him too much. So maybe this is a good thing for Westbrook, being another ball handler, playmaker, to get going and do his thing with AD. So
yeah, no, definitely. And then also tonight we got Denver and the Jazz. I talked about that earlier. Why this matchup popped out to me was the Rudy Gobert and the Jokic matchup. Right. Just a good center matchup. So I think there'll be some good basketball with that game. So and moving on to Wednesday, the 27th, Grizzlies versus the Trailblazers. Ja versus Dame. The Blazers just got smacked last night. So
playing really bad.
Yeah, it'll be a good bounce back game and a good test for them because the Grizzlies are a good team.
Yeah, they're a top 5 team to me right now.
Yeah. All right, and then same night we got the Nets versus the Heat. So potential playoff matchup. Yeah. I think just overall those are 2 good teams. So that's something I'll be looking forward to for sure. And then Thursday the 28th, we got the Bulls gauntlet starting.
Round 1.
Yeah. So first of 10 playoff matchups.
Man.
Yeah. Whoever did that schedule.
Yeah, that's kind of
that's evil.
Kind of
so first real test for the Bulls. It will be it's just some bullshit. It'll be cool to see how they play, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And then same night, Grizzlies versus the Warriors playing game rematch. I think the Warriors want to smack them up.
They definitely do. They kicked them out of the playoffs. So
no, exactly. So Friday, that night didn't really have any games that popped out necessarily too crazy to me. But the Hornets versus the Heat. I'm sorry. Hornets versus Heat. Yeah, I think that will be a good test for the Hornets.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just beat Brooklyn, so we'll see how they match up with Miami.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then Saturday, the 30th, the Hawks versus Sixers, so Eastern Conference semifinals rematch. It's in Philly, so Trae Young may be getting an earful out there.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait for Trae Young's first appearance back in New York. That's what I'm looking forward to.
No, that's going to be legendary for sure. But that's this week at least. Those are the games that popped out to me. So looking forward to good week of basketball, good week of sports in general. World Series, football, NBA, college football.
Again, after week 2, we'll go into it again, man. We'll get back into it. Talk about those games specifically that we wanted to see. Yeah. And it's a long season. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Two Man Game Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Dante. This is my co-host, Casey. Appreciate the support if you made it this far. We out. Yes,